Well, tonight I'm riding a black unicorn. Welcome. This is the January 2017 Voltaire video newsletter. It's the first one of 2017. There wasn't one in December because of reasons, but there is one now. Rejoice. Let us rejoice. There's a lot to cover in this one, so we should get right to it with upcoming shows. Where am I performing near you? Well, I'm going to have a birthday on January 25th. I'm going to become 50 years old. 50 years old. And my first show of 2017 is going to be at Bar Sinister in Los Angeles, California on January 21st. So if you want to see the very last show where I'm young and able, come to that show. I'll be celebrating my birthday for, I think, like the 5th year in a row in Austin, Texas at Elysium on January 28th. So if you want to come and see if I'm still able to perform after I turn 50, come to that show. Got some shows in February. There's a vampire ball in Denver, Colorado, and a convention called Dark Side of the Con in New Jersey, hosted by Vampire Freaks. And there's some shows in March and April and all through the summer, really. You can find out where I'm playing by going to www.voltaire.net, and you should find most of the details there. And while you're there, sign up for the mailing list, because I'm always adding new shows, and you'll always know where I'm playing near you. Heart-shaped wound. What's happening with the album? Well, it's very, very, very delayed, I think, as you probably know by now. But there's some news. I created an album cover recently. I really love it. I think it means so much to me. It's the album cover that I have envisioned from the very beginning, but it was rejected by the label. They didn't like it. So it's not being used. So now I got to come up with something else. But I'm not going to worry about that. You know why? Because there should be an album first before I worry about making an album cover. So I'm just going to focus on making the album, and I'm really going to do that. And I have to do that because now there's a definite release date. The release date is September 1st, 2017. It should be ready for Dragon Con. So the next few months are going to spend very, very diligently recording the album. I've got to get some musicians into the studio, and I'm confident that that's all going to happen. So that is what's happening with Heart-Shaped Wound. There is now a light at the end of the tunnel, and you should be holding that album in your hand, either digitally or physically, by September 1st, with an album cover that I haven't yet conceived. Books. Let's talk about books. 2017 is the 20-year anniversary of the release of my graphic novel or comic book series, Chichan. You know, I don't really want for 2017 to be over without there being some celebration of that. So I started working on a novel, a Chichan novel, a while back, but Gothic Homemaking web show and the album and life just kind of got in the way, and I stopped working on it. But I decided that I was going to dedicate time to doing that, and it probably wasn't going to happen in New York because I was desperately distracted. So I came here to a jungle with a beach, and I've actually been getting quite a lot of work done on the series, or on the outline for the novel, and hopefully, it is my hope anyway, that when I leave here the outline will be finished, and then maybe I'll go somewhere else kind of remote and do some more writing there. So 2017, if all goes well, I hope to see a novelized version of Chichan's saga, as well as possibly recoloring the first 6 issues and releasing them as a compiled graphic novel finally after all of these years. So look for that. Well, this is now officially the only Voltaire video newsletter that's ever been interrupted due to death. Yes, death. I almost died 3 times between the last segment and this one. But alas, I lived, and now we're going to talk about Gothic Homemaking. Gothic Homemaking is on hiatus, continues to be on hiatus, and is going to remain on hiatus for a while. If I had to guess when it was going to come back, I'd say spring in 2017. Because I'm not launching until the remaining 5 episodes are finished. Now, why would I put the brakes on something so wonderful as Gothic Homemaking? I'll tell you why. I've just spent a year and tens of thousands of dollars, most of it of my own money, and countless thousands of hours making a show that's free for you to watch on the internet. I knew I was doing that, I think. I'm not really sure what kind of rewards I expected from doing something like this, other than I thought it would be really, really fun. But it's been kind of a disappointment. It really has been. The show itself, I think, is hilarious. I love it. I would love to do nothing more than to dedicate my life to making more Gothic Homemaking episodes. But unfortunately, it's free on the internet, and I end up spending my day reading comments from people complaining about it. People who have watched it for free and still feel like they should complain about it. Really dismissive comments like, too long. That's it, just too long. Like, really, you couldn't even write out a full sentence for somebody who spent so much time and money to make this thing for you. So I realized try to picture you quit your day job, right? And you spend all of your money and all of your time making something that makes no money back, and then people just kind of complain about it. That's really probably not the best use of your time, and it's certainly not the best use of my time. So another aspect of it is I have 60-something thousand subscribers, but the average view count on a Gothic Homemaking video is under 20,000, which leads you to wonder, what are these other 40,000 people doing other than not watching Gothic Homemaking? And sadly, it leads me to the conclusion that the other 40,000 people on the page are only signed up so that they can hear my music for free. So ultimately, I guess what I'm saying is that there's a tremendous amount of effort and money that goes into making Gothic Homemaking, but there's not a tremendous amount of support for it. So I think I probably failed miserably when it came to some kind of promotion plan. So I'm just going to finish the last 5 episodes, and then I'm going to really think about how to reach beyond the 20,000 people who are presently watching, even if just to reach the 60,000 who are already subscribed to this channel. And then we will relaunch. And it's going to be called Season 2, actually, because so much bloody work went into the first 5 episodes that it deserves to be called a season of its own. So Season 2 sometime in 2017, probably in the spring. Well, I survived the jungles of Costa Rica. I didn't die, but I am dying. Dyeing my hair back in the lair of Voltaire, and I'm here with my dear friend, Mr. Orville Dedenbacher. Shut up. Put that down. Oh, God, he's so annoying. Anyway, this brings us to last month's contest. Last month's contest was, after Heart-Shaped Wound, what is the album that I should make? I asked for concepts, album title, and what kind of songs should be on that album. And the winner is whoever said I should make an album of H.P. Lovecraft-inspired songs in the style of My Chemical Romance and call it My Tentacle Romance. I love that idea. I want to do that. That is such a great idea. I'm not going to dig through the comments for your name right now, but I know how to find it later. But if that's you, send an email to voltaire@voltaire.net, and I'm going to send you everything that you need to make a wine bottle candelabra like we do here on Gothic Homemaking. And that brings us to... What does that say? The gothness. That brings us to this month's contest. It's a good thing I didn't go any further down, because this time I'm not only not wearing pants, I'm also not wearing underwear. Yeah, I'm going to be really cheeky. This month's contest, the prize is win a date with... me. That's right. I know you probably don't want to go on a date with me, but I want to go on a date with you. That's right. You know who you are. You're right there. That's right. Now, it's probably going to be logistically difficult, but I'll tell you what, if you come to New York, I'll take you to dinner and maybe some drinks. Or if I'm on tour, I will take you to dinner when I'm in your town. Please be over 21 so we can have a drink together. I'm kidding. You don't have to be over 21. You don't have to be a girl. You don't have to be a boy. You can be anybody at all. I'll still take you out to dinner. But if you're under 21, you got to bring your mom. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to flirt with your mom. That's kind of a thing. So if you're cool with all of those requirements, then all you have to do is, in the comments below, tell me what your dream date is. Tell me what your idea of the perfect date is. And the winner is going to win. Probably a couple of hours of excruciatingly boring conversation with me in a restaurant somewhere. And that's it. That is the end of the January 2017 Voltaire video newsletter. If you enjoy these newsletters, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And for sake, watch Gothic Homemaking and tell your friends about it. And I will see you on the road somewhere, I hope. Oh yeah, sign up for the mailing list at Voltaire.net so that you'll know when I'm playing near you. See you next time. Bye. Really?